Hey everybody, my name is Jonathan, and I am brand new to this whole video recording, streaming thing. Um, this is my very first video of this kind, but I'm excited to bring you all um, content that other people and other YouTubers may not bring. At the beginning of this, I'm probably just going to be doing recording and then YouTube. Later on, depending on how well this goes, I actually may start streaming and go from there. But what this channel is going to be about, this channel is going to be about streaming Pokemon TCGO or Pokemon Trading Card Game Online. Now, every once in a while, I'll probably have like an actual real game because I am in real life player. I'm a competitive player. I go to tournaments all the time and play. And then I'm also a judge. I actually just judged a League Cup a couple weeks ago. I was a lead judge for that. But what this channel is going to be about, it's going to be about the average Joe's decks. I'm not sponsored, and I do not have all of the cards. I do not have all of the bling. I don't have all the Secret Rare Ultra Balls or all the Secret Reverse Seekers or things like that, or all the full arts. This is just what a normal person can probably have access to. Now, some other cards may be a little difficult for some people to get to, like Shamans and things like that. I do have those, but those are because I've pulled those out of packs or I've traded for them. But most of these are very obtainable cards. You won't see max rarity very often. I have some, but not much. But I also want to build decks that the beginning player can play or the advanced player can play. So as this YouTube channel progresses, just leave your comments and likes below and just kind of tell me what decks you would like me to play. Tell me what you would like to see, what synergies you would like to see, and we'll go from there. And just to kind of give you a background, my name is Jonathan. I am from the Pokemon League of Southwest Virginia. We are Team Swagger. You can see all of the design around this. This is actually all of mine. I am a graphic designer, and my setup right now is actually just my MacBook Air. So I'm sorry about the background noise. I'm sorry about the microphone and this camera not being the best. This is my very first, so I'm not going to invest money into something if I don't enjoy it and things like that. So this very first deck I'm actually going to show you is one I actually built today. It's very fun, it's very economical, it's very relatively cheap actually to build, and it's actually a good chunk of the cards is actually from the brand new set. I actually may do more renditions of this later, but this is something that I built today, and it's really fun, and it packs a punch. So it is actually Golduck from Sun and Moon. If you can actually see, this is going to be an Eeveelutions deck. If anybody knows what Eeveelutions is, of course you start with your Eevee. Now this is the Energy Evolution one, where you put an energy card. It can be first turn. Put an energy card on top on the Eevee, and whatever energy that is, if you have that evolution in your deck, you can automatically evolve. Now we're not going to be using that ability because we don't need it. We're strictly just using that for Flare Effect on Flareon, which turns all my Stage 1 Pokemon into Fire Pokemon, and then Electric Effect with Jolteon, which turns all my Stage 1 Pokemon into Electric Pokemon. So my main attacker is Golduck. He's from Sun and Moon. Now he's a Stage 1. Now granted, he only has 90 HP, but that's okay. Where he lacks in HP, he packs in power. Now his very first attack you can see is Scratch for 1 colorless energy. It does 20 damage. That's just kind of attack. Now the next one, that's where we're going to be spending most of our time. It is Double Jet. For 1 water energy, it does 60 times. So discard up to 2 water energy attached to your, 2 water energy cards from your hand. This attack does 60 damage for each card you discarded in that way. So with 1 water energy on Golduck and discard 2 water energies from your hand, that is now doing 120 damage. Now The reason why we're doing Eeveelutions is if they have a water weakness, if they have a fire weakness, or if they have an electric weakness, it is now hitting for 240 damage. Technically for 1 energy. It's insane. That is going to go against Volcanion. That is going to go against Lurantis. That's going to go against Decidueye. That's going to go against Mega Ray. That's going to go against Yveltal. And a lot of top meta decks. And it builds up fairly quickly if everything kind of lines up very well. And it's also paired up with, just to kind of show you, it's also paired up with this guy right here, Starmie from Eeveelutions. Okay, now his ability is Space Beacon. Once during your turn, before you attack, you may discard a card from your hand. If you do, put 2 basic energy cards from your discard pile and put them into your hand. You can't choose a card you discarded with the effect of this ability. So say you only have 1 water energy in your discard, and you use the Space Beacon to get rid of another water energy. Well, you cannot take both water energy. You can only take 1. But as the game progresses, you're going to have more and more and more water energy in your discard pile. One also amazing thing about Golduck is he has 0 retreat cost. That's just phenomenal. It's amazing. Now, some of the other staples in this deck, obviously, we're going to run 2 Shaman just for his setup ability to start bringing up the cards quicker. We're going to run 3 Dive Ball. We're going to run 2 Energy Retrieval, 1 Escape Rope, 2 Level Balls, 1 Professor's Letter, 1 Super Rod, 3 Trainer's Mails, 3 Ultra Balls, 4 Versus Seekers, 2 Rough Seas, 1, what is this card? Yeah, Fisherman, that's what I thought, but couldn't remember. 1 Fisherman, 1 Lysander, 2 N, 1 Professor Kukui. Now, the reason why we're mainly running Professor Kukui is Solgaleo GX. He has 250 HP. Now, I'm going to be hitting him for weakness, but I'm only going to be hitting him for 240. So we need that little extra oomph to one-shot Solgaleo GX. We're running 3 Professor Sycamore, 1 Skyla, and that is just to get Energy Retrieval, Professor's Letter, or anything like that, and then 10 Water Energy. We're going to jump into our first game here. Now, I've faced other decks, like Dark Dragons, faced Simeon, and I faced Umbreon GX, and I faced Mega Guardy. Decks like that I do not do very well against, just because I'm not hitting them for weakness, and some of those decks just build up so fast. So I don't do very well against those, but let's see what our very first match for recording will be. Alright, looks like a wide variety, maybe a Rainbow Road of sorts. This could be interesting, one, because Rainbow Road takes a fair amount of time to build. So let's see. Seeker Dad is who we're playing. So I won the coin flip, so I will go first. Alright, let's see what our opening hand is. Okay. Interesting. Get one more side up, and then we'll play that Shaman. Well, very first match, you just gave us the win. So, oh, we got a free pack of Steam Siege out of that. Alright, well, let's go on to our next game. Alright, a water fighting deck. Water fire deck. So I wonder if it's a Volcanion of sorts, which would be great. Yes, I would love to go first. Not a very good opening hand, I will say that. I am not happy. And it is Volcanion. I'm okay with that. Not how I wanted to start, but that's okay. Not a single side deck out. Alright, yep, so this is definitely straight Volcanion, which I'm perfectly okay with, because Volcanion only has 180, and then with the Fighting Fury Belt, he has 220, but I'm going to be hitting him for 240, if I can ever get my cards built up, that is. Why is he already putting all these in the discard pile? Oh, I guess so he can play them. That makes perfect sense. Probably a baby Volcanion. Yep. Energy, Floatstone right to it. Yeah. GG. Alright, so that's gonna take out my Eevee. Yep. But that's quite alright. Don't particularly need him then. Beautiful. Man, one thing about meta decks nowadays is it takes so long to play. Let's see if he whiffs this one. Come on, fingers crossed. And he does. Beautiful. Yeah, let's get the Ultra Ball. Discard the N and the water for Shaman. Draw for 4 cards. He has 130, so I'm gonna have to double draft. Double jet, sorry. 4-2-3. Does so much damage. Oh my goodness. Alright, let's see what he brings up. He's obviously going to be bringing up a Volcanion. Yeah. But, good thing is, we should be able to one-shot this Volcanion. He will be down to 3 prizes, and then I will be down to 3 prizes. And, goodness, okay. Did not want to see that end. We were set up pretty good. We're still set up fairly nicely. Because I can Space Beacon the Flareon away. Oh, I do not have... Goodness. I do not have a Golduck. How many Golducks are in my discard? There's about to be 2. Alright, so all 4 of his Volcanion. Big Daddy Volcanions are out. Just Sycamore all that away. Alright. Now we're in business. Probably Double Jet for 240 for the knockout. See, this deck is just so powerful. Man. How much energy does he have in the discard? 1, 2, 3. Only 3? 4, 5, 6. He has 6 out. But this is his last Volcanion that's somewhat built up. So, if he does not end us, we should have this in the bag. But, oh, so he's probably going to Sycamore. Oh, Lysander up. Okay, that's what I thought. Good move, sir. Good move. Now he's down to 1 prize, and so he's probably going to have another. Let's see how many Versus Seekers he's used. He's used 1 Lysander, and no Versus Seeker so far. The Hex Maniac would be fantastic right now. He would just get rid of the Shaman. He probably has this in the bag. We are down to 1 prize card, and so he's going to need 30, 60, 90. He's going to need at least 3 energy to pull off this win. Does he get it? Now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 energy are in the discard. He has 1 on board, so that's 7. Alright, there's the 1. Does he get it? Because if he does not get these 2 energies, we have this game. And I think it may disrespect him a little bit, because he Lysandered my Shaman. Because we have a... For an end. Oh, man. He's not going to get the energy now. Well, I don't understand why he did that. And that's game, everybody. Because I'm going to be able to Space Beacon with that Rough Seas and with the card I draw for 2 energies. And that is going to be the game. So we just beat a Volcanion with this deck. Now granted, I know it's weakness, but I mean, you're going to hit Volcanion, Lurantis, Decidueye, Vespa Queen if you want, but I mean, you're not going to be really needing it for that. Mega Ray, Yveltal, I mean, so many cool things. GG, my friend, GG. I will give him a well played. Should we disrespect him? I think we should disrespect him. I mean, I know this is uncalled for, and this is one of my first matches, but why not? Boom, 240 damage for the win. Alright, thank you guys, and remember to like, subscribe, and comment. Just kind of tell me down below what you think, what I need to do more of, what I need to do less of. Do I need to talk more? Do I need to talk less? Do I just need the game to speak for itself? And I may do some different variations. One thing I've noticed about this deck is anything with DZE builds really, really fast and just annihilates me. So I may try an Assault Vest variant and things like that. So y'all just stay tuned and just thank you for stopping by. Take care.